Hi, Tar Heels. I hope everyone is well. I want to quickly do a navigation video of our Canvas site. Canvas is actually fairly easy to navigate. So I hope everyone enjoys using Canvas if this is your first experience. So when you first log into EDUC 689, you will land on the welcome page here, which gives you a nice little introduction and overview to our course. And then the final paragraph explains a little bit about the quick access navigation icons at the bottom of the page. For your first week class here, I really want you all to go to start here, because that will take you directly to the course syllabus and calendar, where you can learn more about the details for our course. If you go to the link where it says learning modules, that will also take you to, it'll take you to all the learning modules, but it'll also take you to that syllabus, the start here module. And then we also have here the help and support page. And so if you run into technical assistance throughout this semester, I can attempt to help, but I'm not an IT specialist. So I would recommend that you contact the help and support, because I would think that they would be able to help you much better than myself. So in terms of navigating Canvas, you can navigate through the left taskbar, very similar to Sakai, right? If you've used Sakai, so you have that left taskbar, you can see how some of the tabs even are the same, like that home, announcements. When I send announcements, I will send it through the announcements here in Canvas. Then we also have the modules. That's where all the content for your for each week for the learning occurs. That's where all that information is. Of course, your grades. I'm not going to click on this here, because that will show show the whole class here. But if you click on there, that's where you can find your grades. And I encourage you to monitor that throughout the semester. And if you have questions, please feel free and reach out. If I ever upload files outside of the modules, or even the files that are uploaded within the modules, you can find them here. Then class reserves, I rarely use this, but I always have it open just in case we need it at some point in time. I really try to listen to your discussions, that you all are going to have opportunities to do some synchronous discussions on your own time, where you all schedule those independently in small groups or pairs. And so I really try to listen to those discussions and hear what more people want to learn about, that's separate from what I've already put into our course. And so that's where you might find some of that information from course reserves or files. And if I ever do add additional information like that, I do make sure to send out a message so everybody is aware of that additional content. Assignments. So you will be uploading all of your, most of your assignments, I shouldn't say all of them, to Sakai Canvas assignments. There are some assignments that you will be doing in specific platforms like Padlet, Jamboard, and then I'm going to introduce you to one called Sutori if you haven't used that one yet. It's a fun one. It's one of my favorites. All of your quizzes and then also your final exam are in the quizzes tab. Of course, there's library guides. People will let you know who all's in the class and allow you to reach out to them. Then you have the Learning Center and the Writing Center. I highly encourage everybody to utilize those learning spaces on our campus. The Writing Center is a wonderful resource that can help you with your writing. You know, it's always challenging to edit our own writing. And so I always encourage students to check out the Writing Center. Writing is something that we can never spend too much time working on our writing, because there's always space for continuous improvement. On the right task bar over here, you'll see a to-do list. Okay, so it's not really a task bar, but kind of a task bar, to-do list task. So the two ways it will populate, either I will tell it to go on your to-do list, which I have done that for these first several pages. And then you can see the announcement also goes on that to-do list. But then also it will become populated based on me putting a due date in the calendar or attaching a due date to an assignment. So you can see your first couple of assignments here are on your to-do list. There's the view course notifications, view course calendar, and then we have, of course, view the course stream. I also want to note that this is one of my favorite pieces of Canvas that Sakai does not have, but Canvas does have Immersive Reader, and Immersive Reader is a wonderful tool. It's also located in Word. I want to make sure to highlight that to everyone, because Immersive Reader will allow you to do speech to text as well as text to speech. It also allows you to hover over content to support with vocabulary and definitions. So it's a really, really good resource for accessibility. And it's one that I would encourage you all to become more familiar with to help your future students. So now I'm going to do exactly what I want you all to do when you first go into Canvas here. And I want you to go to the Start Here page. You'll see that our modules don't have a lot of content in it right now. You'll only see your chapters and then the assignments. I open assignment submission spaces at the beginning of every semester. And I keep it open simply because I just think it's easier to keep it open. You'll see that it's due, but it stays open until the end of the semester, till the last day of classes. So kind of keep that in mind. These pages, you can see the first couple weeks, there are pages and content there. And so pages will open as we go. I will be sending out Monday morning messages each week, as well as Friday overview messages to just kind of review the week, kind of a week overview. And so when I send out that Friday message, that's also when I will open the page for either the following week or whatever, weeks are ready to be open. So right now we have the first 2 weeks open, but typically I open them week by week is the way it's typically done, kind of like in your regular face-to-face classes. You can't start next week, this week, because you're not in class yet. So that's kind of the way I try to help keep you pacing. Then it also helps with making sure we don't get overwhelmed. It can be very overwhelming to see the whole class open at once. And so I've heard from students that they really like this better. So what I do want you to note here, though, is that each module you will see is a big idea. And then within each module, we will have different weeks. So I want to make sure to highlight that. So I'm going to go to course syllabus here. I'm obviously not going to read it to you all. You all can do that. But please go through, read everything here within the syllabus so you have a strong understanding of our course and the expectations. This paragraph right here, I'm framing the course a little bit to just help everyone better understand the expectations in an online asynchronous course. It's a little bit different because we're not meeting as a community at a central time every week. So that's very much different because you're doing your learning on your own time. You're scheduling your learning time, which can be fun and allows for a lot of autonomy, but then it also can be scary and dangerous because out of sight, out of mind, right? Which is why I do that Monday and Friday kind of check-ins, and then you will hear from me periodically through the week, even if it's just, hey, how are you guys? I'm thinking of you. So even if it's just something like that. Our course is framed by 5 big ideas that help to focus our content. And so I've done a video here using a Prezi, which is a little bit more interactive than a PowerPoint. Not that PowerPoints are bad. PowerPoints are wonderful. It's just sometimes it's fun to change things up. And I'm going to try to model some of that changing up throughout the semester for you all. But please watch this video to learn more about the 5 big ideas in our course, so that you understand what I believe are the essential pieces within our course and what I want to see you all walking away with. So here's your course description. May have already read it in the course catalog online. Then we have our course learning objectives. I want to highlight that each one of these general course objectives do match to assignments in our course. The first one maps to the discussions that we do through what I call our Tar Heel Talks, which are those synchronous discussions that you all will arrange on your own time. And then because you will have discussions surrounding all sorts of topics surrounding special education, starting with history. So we will dive right into the history of special education with our Tar Heel Talks. Then the second objective there, talking about construction of a respectful classroom environments for diverse population of students. So you will have an opportunity to create a classroom plan. If you're not going to be in a traditional B12 classroom, you can create this as a therapy room if you plan to be a therapist. Like OT, PT, SLP, school counselor, social worker. So you decide. If you need help thinking of how to adjust, please reach out to me. And then the last objective there, because a big portion of our class is really about helping to support our students with disabilities in the classroom and how to make sure that we adjust, or shall I say differentiate, our instruction and our classrooms. You will have an opportunity in your final assignment in the class to choose a case study from our case study textbook, and then research and intervention from the practitioner-friendly journal, Teaching Exceptional Children. And so that's a really fun, assignment, because it also allows you to just really learn about a wonderful, rich journal too, and see what all it has to offer. And maybe you'll decide to become a member of the Council for Exceptional Children. If you plan to become a special education teacher in North Carolina, you will get a free membership of Council for Exceptional Children your first year teaching in North Carolina Public Schools. We also have here, I want to highlight the School of Education's conceptual framework and principles. probably are familiar with those. You may have seen them on other syllabi within the School of Education. Same with our conceptual framework and dispositions. Because this is a course that also is needed for teacher licensure, we also have the North Carolina 21st Century Professional Teaching Standards, and obviously those focusing around learning and working with diverse populations. Highlight here our course calendar. It's embedded within the syllabus, so please be mindful of that. Then you have hopefully you all saw this and have already been able to get these, since I've sent out a couple of messages, but you have your 2 required textbooks. So the Educating Exceptional Children's is our main textbook. I was hoping we would get to use the 15th edition, but it keeps on getting delayed. It's done, it's written, it's just, I think it's delayed in printing. And so we'll be using the 14th edition, which should not be a problem. And then we will be using the new case studies textbook that was just published at the beginning of this year. Please, 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 I cannot stress enough, it's critical that you get the 4th edition for the case study textbook, because the case studies are quite different. They've done a really nice job of updating them and adding in case studies that that tackle these last couple of years that we've been going through, because they have been quite different than the norm. Technology, please make sure that you have a computer or tablet so that you can access Canvas. I will say Canvas works really well on a smartphone too, but I would hate for you to take a whole class all semester long on a phone and not have a computer or tablet. So please be sure that you have that access. For your assignments, you'll see that they are numbered, and then the numbers are correlated too under the assignments link. For the first several assignments, you will not be posting in Sakai. I'm sorry, I'm used to saying Sakai. You will not be posting in Canvas. You will be doing the activity directly within the site that's mentioned. Or sites that are mentioned, and then I will grade from there. So the first one, we have an all about me, where you all are going to get to share a little bit about yourself. This is all part of our community building within our first 3 weeks of class. And so I ask that after you complete yours and post it to Padlet, that you go and take some time to at least visit 5 other community member pages. I would love for you to visit more. They will stay up all semester long. And so I encourage you, before you have a time where you might meet with another student, maybe for a Tar Heel talk, that you look at their All About Me page so that you can get to know them a little bit more before you work with them, or have a rich conversation. Then the second assignment, which you'll be working on in week 2, you're going to get to have an opportunity to either watch or rewatch. I know some people have already seen this awesome movie, but the movie Crip Camp, A Disability Revolution. But this is a really wonderful movie that really shows the impact of the disability community, and just the idea of community in general, and how important community is, and how important that disability community is, and for persons with disabilities to have community within as well. And so you'll have an opportunity to watch the movie and then post what I call a Tar Heel takeaway. So a Tar Heel takeaway is like, reflect on the movie. And then what's your biggest takeaway? Like, what was the biggest aha? What was the most mind-blowing thought that you had? Or maybe what was maybe your thinking shifted, and what was that? You know, what was the new thinking that occurred? I'm going to warn you, we're doing this in Jamboard. It's going to be messy, but it's going to be a beautiful mess, because what I want you to do after you write your post is go and read other people's posts. Keep it short. 75 to 200 words isn't a lot. It's a small paragraph. So keep it short so that others can then make comments, and you can put a star, you can put a sticker, you can, make it fun. Again, it will be messy, but it will be fun, because it will just be beautiful with all of the aha moments that you all have had while watching the movie. The next assignment, we're going to talk about building community through celebrating differences. So we are talking about persons with disabilities in this class, and the only way that we can, break down those barriers and better support persons with disabilities is through talking about it and talking about those differences, and having people without disabilities understand some of the gifts that come with a disability. And so I want you to take some time. You could research this, or even just brainstorm, because we all have creative minds if we allow them. And so brainstorm some ideas on how you can celebrate differences in your classroom. These differences don't necessarily have to be ability differences. You can also think of cultural differences as well. So just anything where you can think about where you're going to be celebrating those differences and connecting it to community. That's how students, that's how children develop empathy too, is by understanding differences and understanding how what may be easy for me might be challenging for someone else, and understanding the ins and outs and the whys, and having children talk. That classroom plan I lightly talked about when talking about the general objectives for the class. So you have 2 IRIS modules that you'll get to watch that will help to frame your classroom plan. I recommend just using the rubric here to help put together your classroom plan. So using these main points here within the rubric, the main headings within the rubric, use those as headings within your paper. In terms of the format, you can do it in a Word document, you can do it in a PowerPoint, you can do it in a Prezi, you could do it in a Satori, which is a platform that you're going to learn about in this class when you do the All About Me page. So you decide. I've had students do it in all of those, and I've even had students do it on a web page. So you decide, how you want to represent it and share that information. Just make sure that you read through the rubric, because I will be scoring it using the rubric. So read through the rubric to make sure that you have everything there. I am also open to previewing assignments before they're submitted. So if you would like feedback prior to submission, please reach out and let me know. So in addition to these 2 modules, there's also an article that talks about ditching the clip, because we don't want to see rainbow clip charts in classrooms. And this article will talk a little bit more about why it's not a good PBIS practice and what we should be doing instead. So feel free to put rainbows in your rooms. I love rainbows. Rainbows are beautiful. They're nice in the sky, but they're not nice with clips and children's names on those clips. So let's make sure that our classroom plans do not have rainbow clip charts. I will note that the modules are a little bit older, And so they make reference to something that's very similar to the clip charts. So that's another reason why I wanted to make sure to put this article here. All right, moving on. Our final assignment in the course, which is due the last day of classes, is your research to practice case study with an article synopsis. So this also I touched on lightly. But this is where from that case study book, and we will be using that case study book all semester long, because your Tar Heel talks, there will be content that you'll be learning about, and then you'll also have a focus on a case study student within the Tar Heel talk that you can connect that content to that student. Like, how can that content support that student, or how, connecting the two. So you'll see with the prompting questions, it'll all come together and make a lot of sense and be a lot of fun. So the article synopsis, basically what you're going to do is choose one of those case studies. It can be a case study that we've discussed in a Tar Heel talk, or it can be a different one. I encourage you to choose one that's going to give you some learning challenge, right? So it's going to make you think. But then it would also, the student might be the same age that you may be teaching, or a student that you think you might see in your future classroom. So that's how I would go about choosing the student. If in the case study book, you will see at the beginning, there's also a nice table that will kind of tell you what some of the themes are within each of the studies, like case studies. So kind of what some of the topics are. And so that could be another way you might want to choose yours. Like maybe you want a case study student where the student has behavioral needs. So you can really do some analysis and brainstorming of how to support behavioral challenges in a classroom. So that might, or maybe you want a student that has literacy needs. And so because you really want to spend some time investigating literacy interventions. So really think about it from your future stance. But again, just like the classroom plan, use the rubric as a way to help you structure your assignment, your written assignment. After you choose the case and you decide, okay, this is the intervention the student needs, then go to the Teaching Exceptional Children's website and just look at all the articles. So you can go to their website and you can see the titles of all the different articles. You may not be able to access all of them because they're not all open source, which means that you will have to go to the UNC library online to access the article, but you can go to the Teaching Exceptional Children's website to be able to preview all of the different articles for the different for all the different journals and everything and all the different years. So just kind of keep that in mind because it's a good way of finding some good articles. I do that when I know that I want students to read an article out of Teaching Exceptional Children. That's how I do it, and rather than searching the UNC library. All right. And then I guess I should say the final assignment really is the university course evaluation. So I really take a lot of time to really comb through these course evaluations. And so because of that, I want to encourage you all to complete the course evaluation. And I will give everyone 5 points for completing that. It has to be completed by the end of the day on the last day of classes, because it closes the moment the last day of classes ends, it closes. but I would really appreciate you taking some time out and giving some feedback. Over the summer, I spent a lot of time revising this class, like completely doing a big overhaul on the assignments, on tweaking some of the Tar Heel talks. And so I'd really love feedback. Speaking of the Tar Heel talks, this is how we will be doing our online discussions. So rather than a discussion forum that is more kind of asynchronous and written, we will be doing Tar Heel talks that are going to be synchronous. However, they're virtual, so you can do them through Zoom, Google Meets, whatever video platform you want to use. You could also just do an audio recording. I've had students do that before too. But you'll record the discussion and then upload it to the assignments. And so you will be given an activity to complete, a pre-talk activity, and then there will be some prompting discussion questions to guide the conversation. And so you will have roughly a 30-minute conversation surrounding those prompting questions with roughly 2 to 5 classmates, and then record it and then submit that conversation. And that is the Tar Heel talk. You can have more than 5 peers if needed. I've had students have groups up to like 7 or 8 before. As long as everybody has an opportunity to talk, I'm fine with that. Just please reach out to me so that I can, so that I'm aware of having a larger group, and I will let you know if they end up getting too large. Just want to make sure everybody has an opportunity to talk. If at some point in time during the semester, there are 8 weeks that we have these. And so you can see on the calendar when we have these Tar Heel talks. They're always due on a Friday. So obviously when the module opens, you'll have access to the Tar Heel talk. But if for some reason you're unable to schedule a synchronous time to meet with a group, then please reach out as soon as possible within the week, so that we can come up with an alternative assignment that would meet that the same criteria. So there is that. Keep in mind too, I've had students in the past, I know some of you are taking classes together, other classes together, so you can do these face-to-face as well and record them. Just, please monitor safety, since we are still in a pandemic. So here's the rubric for the Tar Heel talk. You'll see too here that there's most weeks there will be a case study student connected with the Tar Heel talk. There might be some weeks where we won't, but most weeks there will be. If there's a week that there's not a case study student, then you will have a bonus 3 points, just know, because obviously there won't be someone to talk about. We have accountability quizzes. There's 16, or not 16, I'm sorry, 13 throughout the whole semester. And they are in Canvas. They're untimed. They're due weekly on Wednesdays. And you can complete them at your leisure. I keep them open all semester long, but they are due on Wednesdays, so that please make sure that you complete those on Wednesdays so that you can get full credit. We have a final exam in the course, because the course also, it's a graduate/undergraduate course. Undergraduates at Carolina have to have a final exam. So it is my responsibility to make sure that you all have one. And so our final exam is online. It's just like the quizzes. It's no different than the quizzes. So combination, multiple choice, true, false. and it's on, your chapter readings from your textbook. So you can't phone a friend or a colleague, but you can look things up. And my philosophy about that, if you don't know it and you look it up, oftentimes taking that extra time to look it up will make sure that you learn it, right? It's because then you'll remember it because you had to look it up. Here I've just listed all of the points throughout the semester, including the participation points. Each Tar Heel talk is worth 10 points, right? So 80 points total there. Here's, graduate and undergraduate grading. Different course policies. I do have face-to-face office hours from 9:30 to 10:30 on Tuesdays and Thursdays. I will be going ahead and putting Zoom on during that time so that I can do Zoom office hours at the same time if needed. So please come by or hop on Zoom. I also welcome office hours by appointment, and I can do either format. So my days on campus most likely will be Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursdays. However, I will often be on campus too on Wednesdays and Fridays at any given week. So feel free to reach out and we can come up with a time to meet or chat on the phone, whichever works. I started this practice last spring of creating a class group me, so you all don't have to create one. I do this to be proactive about communication between myself and the students to make sure miscommunication does not occur. From my experiences, that can often happen in a group me. People often ask questions in a group me. Someone often responds. The response may come from memory rather than, looking it up and making sure that it's, directly from the course. And so oftentimes miscommunication can often occur. And so with that comes stress and anxiety and all sorts of woes. So I encourage you all to use this class group me. This class group me is also a good way to be able to arrange Tar Heel talks. It can be a way for you to be able to interact with our peers in the class, interact with me. If you have a question that you think everybody can benefit from, then you can ask it on the group me rather than sending me an email. It can often be quicker to send me a group me message rather than send me an email. So I encourage you to use group me. Please join our class group me, and please utilize that. I will be using it. So I will be sending you all reminders when assignments are due, or sometimes I might even just send you a resource. Like I may be reading something and that I find really cool that connects to what we're learning and share it, and might share it on group me. So just be aware of that. Obviously you can email anytime. So I will say I only check my email during the week, 2 to 3 times a day. I do not have set times I check my email. So it could be, early morning, late at night. So just keep that in mind. If you want a quicker response, private message me through group me, or you could also, again, if it's a question that everybody would benefit from, then you can send it to the whole group. The nice thing too about sending it a general question to the whole group is someone else might know the answer and get to it before I can. And then because I'm on the group me, I can monitor that response and make sure that that was an accurate response. Whereas if I wasn't part of the group me, I wouldn't be able to do that. And then that's when miscommunication happens. That's when stress happens. That's when, drama. We don't want drama. Drama-free semester. All right. Late policy. This is a fun new policy I came up with. I give everybody a 3-day grace period. Life happens. So, and sometimes we can't predict everything that happens in our lives. So while yes, there may be a set due date for a quiz on a Wednesday, but guess what? You have a 3-day grace period. So if you can't get to it until the following Monday, that would be your 3rd day. So I don't count weekends because that's not, we're not in class on the weekends, right? So when I say grace period, I'm talking about during the week. So a Friday assignment, something's due on a Friday. Oh no, something came up. I can't turn it in. I wasn't able to proofread it like I wanted to. So I'm going to turn it in on Monday. No points taken off. It's your grace period. All right. If it's submitted beyond the grace period, just know that it's going to be subject to late points unless prior to the due date, not prior to the grace period ending, but prior to the due date, you reach out and you ask for an extension. Extensions are only going to be granted with, you know, under reasonable conditions. So, so to keep that in mind, I recommend you taking the syllabus and writing in your in looking at the calendar and writing those dates in your schedule. Just a note about incompletes. You know, incompletes are granted only in extreme cases. It's an agreement between the instructor and the student. You know, one piece about incompletes, you have to be in good standing in the course in the first place in order to be considered for an incomplete. So keep that in mind. In terms of services and supports for students, keep in mind accessibility and resource services. So if you do have a disability yourself, please be sure to reach out to ARS and please let me know. Hopefully you won't need any accommodations and modifications in our course. I try to arrange my courses so they're 100% accessible and people don't need to use their ARS services. However, that I can't be 100% all the time. So please reach out and please let me know. Also, you know, even if you aren't registered with ARS and you have a disability, please also reach out and let me know. I do encourage all of you that if you do have a disability, I do highly encourage you to register with ARS so that you can receive that support. And then we also have the counseling and psychological services. And so that information is there for you as well if you're going to need that. You'll note within Canvas, there are some next buttons. So I'm going to go to the next. You can learn a little bit about me. You can see here, I'm telling you to choose inclusion. And so here's my all about me. You'll also see it under the assignments to learn more about myself. This navigation video will be located right here on course site information. How to get help from Canvas. Again, they have some wonderful, wonderful tutorials and online help. So if you run into problems, I encourage you to make sure to check that out. All right. So I'm going to take us back to modules just so that you can see that start here module. That's what I just walked you through. The next module will be the big idea one. And so this is going to be your first week. And so you will watch the video here, read the content, and complete the assignment. And so there will be steps to completion you'll see throughout with completing the assignment. So I want to highlight that I do try to model some of these practices that I would love for you to add to your practice in the classroom. And having nice, clear steps with simple language is something that can help students. If you go to the next, then you can just see that here's that assignment. Nothing to submit, you'll note, because you're doing that work within Satori, and then you're posting it on Padlet. All right. So let me see. I think I've got everything about navigation. If you wanted to go straight to the quizzes, you could go straight to your quizzes here. All of them are available now, except of course the exam, which I now open on reading day because I would have been asked enough times in the past to do that. Same way with assignments. If you want to go straight to assignments to submit something, you can see you can go straight to it. You can see also that the quizzes show up under assignments. So that's a little bit about Canvas. And then here's the inbox for your for email. So if you wanted to email me directly or email a classmate or classmates directly, you can do that. All right. So wasn't as quick as I had hoped, but I hope that it was helpful. I look forward to getting to know everyone in this class, and I hope everyone has a great start to your semester. And please reach out if you have any questions or just want to chit chat. Anytime you want to chit chat about content throughout the semester, since I know this is an online class, I welcome it because I love those kind of conversations where we just kind of chit chat about content. So please make time and space to do that within the semester. All right. See everyone later. Bye-bye.